I only had 2 drinks. We've all said it, right? It's what Alex told his doctor during a routine checkup. But when his blood alcohol reading came back surprisingly high, the doctor asked a simple question. What kind of drinks did you have? Alex shrugged. A couple of glasses of wine, maybe a beer. The thing is, what we call a drink often isn't one standard drink at all. And in that small misunderstanding lies one of the biggest risks around alcohol, underestimating how much we are actually drinking. So today we're going to break down what a standard drink really is, why it matters, and how this knowledge can empower you to make smarter, healthier choices without having to give up your social life. Stick around, because what you learn might just surprise you. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a standard drink? It's not about the size of your glass or the bottle. It's a universal way to measure the amount of pure alcohol in any beverage. In Australia, for example, one standard drink contains exactly 10 grams of pure alcohol, which is roughly what the average person's body can process in about 1 hour. This standardized measure helps you and health professionals keep track of alcohol intake accurately. So what does one standard drink look like in the real world? For regular strength beer, it's just 285 milliliters. That's a midi or a pot, not a full pint. In fact, a pint is closer to 1.5 standard drinks. When it comes to wine with about 12% alcohol, a standard drink is only 100 milliliters. Think about that for a second. The typical pour you get at a restaurant or bar is often 150 milliliters or more. For spirits like vodka or whiskey, a standard drink is a 30 ml shot. That's a single nip. It's important to remember this when you're having a cocktail, as many contain multiple shots. Even a bottle of a pre-mixed drink, which looks like a single serving, is usually over 1 standard drink. What really surprises most people is that a generous glass of wine at home can easily be 1.5 to 2 standard drinks. A fancy cocktail can contain 3 or even more. And a whole bottle of wine, that's about 7 to 8 standard drinks. So, when you say you had a couple of drinks, you might have actually consumed 3, 4, or even more standard drinks without even realizing it. Now, let's get into the science of why this matters so much. Our liver is a fantastic organ, but it has its limits. It can process about 1 standard drink per hour. When you drink faster than that, alcohol starts to build up in your system. This increases your blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, and intensifies its effects on your body and your brain. Understanding standard drinks is crucial because it helps you estimate your BAC more accurately. This knowledge is power. It helps you reduce the risk of accidentally drinking too much, stay within safer drinking guidelines, and, crucially, avoid driving under the influence without even knowing you're over the limit. This isn't about being overly strict or ruining the fun. It's about being smart and staying in control. In Australia, the official alcohol guidelines recommend no more than 10 standard drinks per week, and no more than 4 standard drinks on any single day. These limits are not arbitrary numbers. They are based on extensive research and are designed to minimize the long-term health risks associated with alcohol, such as liver disease, certain cancers, and dependency, as well as short-term risks like injuries. Adhering to these guidelines means you need to know what you're actually drinking, not just counting the number of glasses you've had. His glass of wine wasn't the standard 100 ml, it was a generous 180 milliliters pour, which is nearly 2 standard drinks on its own. The beer he had wasn't a midi, it was a pint, which is about 1.5 standard drinks. So his 2 drinks were actually 3.5 standard drinks. And because he drank them in just over an hour, his body couldn't keep up, leading to a much higher BAC than he expected. When his doctor explained the concept of standard drinks, it was a light bulb moment for Alex. He said, "Now I get why I feel so much worse than I expect the next day. I was drinking way more than I realized." This realization wasn't about shame or judgment. It sparked a positive change. Alex didn't stop drinking, but he started drinking more consciously and mindfully. Whether you drink occasionally, socially, or more regularly, understanding what a standard drink is helps you stay in control. The benefits are real and immediate. You can avoid unexpected intoxication, reduce the chances of a nasty hangover, and post-drinking regret, and most importantly, Protect your long-term liver and brain health. It helps you stay within safe driving limits and sets a fantastic example for the younger generation who are watching and learning from the adults around them. This knowledge helps shift our culture from one of guesswork to one of genuine awareness. So, how can you put this into practice? It's easier than you think. First, check the label. Most alcoholic beverages sold today list the number of standard drinks per container. This is your most reliable guide. When you're pouring drinks at home, especially wine or spirits, try using a measuring tool for a week or two just to see what a standard serve actually looks like. You might be shocked. There are also great apps you can download, like the DrinkWise Tracker or Daybreak, that help you monitor your intake. A simple but effective strategy is to consciously space out your drinks. Give your body at least an hour to process each standard drink. And a classic for a reason. Alternate each alcoholic drink with a glass of water or a non-alcoholic beverage. This keeps you hydrated and naturally slows down your consumption rate. Remember this key takeaway. Your body doesn't know how big or fancy your glass is. It only knows how much pure alcohol it has to process. You don't have to give up drinking to benefit from this knowledge. It's all about knowing what you're drinking, how much you're drinking, and why you're drinking. Making the choice to stay within safer limits isn't boring. It's empowering. It's about respecting your health and your future. It's about making conscious, adult decisions that serve you, not control you. Sometimes learning about standard drinks can reveal a larger pattern. If you find yourself thinking, wow, I didn't realize I was drinking that much, or I find it really hard to stop once I start, or I'm definitely drinking more now than I used to, please know that this is not something to ignore, but it's also not something to be ashamed of. Recognizing this is a sign of self-awareness and strength. If these thoughts resonate with you, it's okay to ask for help. You are absolutely not alone. There are incredible, confidential resources available for anyone who wants to cut back, take a break, or simply understand their relationship with alcohol better. These services are there to support you, without judgment. We'll link some in the description below. Before we wrap up, a quick medical disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always speak with a qualified health professional about any concerns you have regarding your health or alcohol use. In an emergency, please call your local emergency services immediately. Ultimately, understanding standard drinks isn't about rigid rules. It's about respecting your body, your limits, and your goals. It's not about saying no to a good time. It's about saying yes to awareness, yes to being in control, yes to better mornings, clearer thinking, and making choices that will benefit you for years to come. So the next time you hear someone say, "Oh, it's just one drink," you'll have the knowledge to understand what that really means, and you can make the best choice for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content that empowers you to live a healthier, more informed life. We'll see you in the next one.